So on the triangle exterior angle, what I'm talking about when I ask for an exterior angle is if I was to extend each of my sides, so I have a polygon, if I was to extend each of my sides, I'm looking at the angles on the outside. That's what I mean with exterior angles of a polygon. Now, on the exterior angles of a polygon, no matter how many angles there are, they always add up to 360 when it talks to exterior angles. So no matter how many they are, it's always 360. So I will never come and ask you too simple of a question like, how much do the angles on the outside add up to? Because that's just 360. Instead, I'm going to ask you, find the measure of one exterior angle. I know all of them is 360. When I add them up, there's 6 of them. So 360 divided by 6, 60.
Yeah. Okay. How did you get 360? Yeah.
The exterior angles, so exterior angles, all of them always add up to 360.
So whatever your angles or how many angles you have for sides, you're gonna have that number and divide it by 360.
360 divided by that number, yes.
Maybe like the formula like this.
Yeah, there's no formula for exterior angles. Exterior angles, all of them combined, all of them is 360. Since I'm asking how much is one of them, it's 360 divided by how many you got. If I look at my example 2, I'm going to count how many I have. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm going to say there's 11 sides, so that means there's 11 angles. So 360 divided by 11. Remember, they always add up to 360, so I'm going to get my calculator for this. 360 divided by 11. According to my calculator, it says 32.727272 repeats. So I do have a decimal, but it says whenever I have a decimal, round your answer to the nearest tenth if necessary. So 1 decimal place, so 32.7. Right, nearest tenth is 1 decimal place. The last 2 was too small, so I left the 7 alone. If it was like 32.77, I would have rounded to 32.8. Right, rounding, we know how to do this. So that's the idea with exterior angles. It's always 360 divided by how many you got. Now the homework, if I just do this, would be too boring of a homework. So I'm gonna include in you guys' homework a little review of yesterday. For there will be some questions when I'm gonna ask you, find the measure of one interior angle. I know for interior angles we have a formula. Looking at question number 3, when I add the sides that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 sides. So for me to know how much they all add up to, I'm going to go 8 times 180. And 8 because n minus 2. Remember the formula from yesterday. So I'm just going to grab my calculator. I'm going to go 8 times 180. And that gives me 1,440. That's how much they all add up to. Since I'm asking how much is one of them, I'm going to divide this by 10, and it should give me 145. Same thing with question number 4. When I add the sides that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 sides. So for me to know how much they all add up to, I'm going to go 9 times 180. So I'm going to go 180 times 9. That gives me 1,620. Let me divide this by 11. According to this, I have 147.272727 repeats on. So I have a decimal rounded to the nearest tenth. So I'm going to call this 147.3. Because my second decimal number is big enough to push the 2 to become a 3. So you guys have one exterior angle and one interior angle. So make sure you guys see what they're asking. Any questions? Easy?